What up? What up, my guys? Welcome to another show. Them the glasses that got foggy on me real quick, man. What up with y'all, man? What's up, man? It's Monday. See what I'm saying? I actually like Mondays, man. I work 7 days a week, so it's not like I wake up on Mondays like, oh, I gotta go to work. You love your job, man. It's not work, man. But really, I'm not here to waste your time, to be honest with you, man. Let's get into some cash. First, I want to say free picks every single day, man, at least 6 days a week. If you can, hit the like button, subscribe to the show, retweet the show as well, man. If you're on Twitter, you see the tweet, it just takes one click. Retweet the show, like it, all that good stuff. Now, I'm not here to waste your time. Solo show today. Let's get to it. We got 15 games, man. 15 freaking games. Now, let's try to get to it here, my guys. Let's try to get to it. Now, first game up, we're going over here to the streets of Charlotte here, where we got the Hornets laying 2 points, 2.5. This line open up at 3. I don't trust the Hornets here laying points, guys. I know that they played a really close game versus the Nets the last game, and you got to give them credit for that, right? Now, the Wizards, I won't speak too much on it, but people that follow me on the Action Network, they probably got some cash yesterday. But Wizards, they were getting blown out by the Grizzlies yesterday, guys. Came all the way back to cover that spread. Now, it does take a ton of energy to do that, but they still showed some fight. Remember, they were coming off a game where they lost by 42 points. So there was somewhat of a bounce back spot yesterday. Now, you do get a back-to-back. Now, the Hornets, they have the rest advantage, right? The Hornets have lost 4 straight games. They started out kind of winning some games. Now they're starting to sputter out. They won't have Gordon Hayward in this one. Dennis Smith Jr. even got banged up as well in the last game. So it'll be interesting to see if he could play because he rolled his ankle, didn't come back. They're still without LaMelo Ball, still without Cody Martin as well. This Hornets team is a strict fade for me right now. So they do this third game in 4 nights for the Hornets as well. But it's a third game in 4 nights back-to-back with travel for the Wizards. So the Hornets do have the rest advantage. They are the type of team that likes to run and gun, my guys. So I wouldn't be surprised if they did run the Wizards off the floor. But I'd be looking at Wizards first half in this one before the entire legs really catch up to them. I do think the Wizards are a much deeper team. They have the worst record right now. But I think that I trust the Wizards a lot more than I trust the Hornets. As the season goes on, like I say, just like longevity-wise, I trust the Wizards a lot more than the Hornets, my guys. So like I say, they got Terry Rozier back, so that's good. But I wouldn't be surprised if Dennis Smith Jr. didn't play with how that ankle injury looked last game. So he could possibly play. That would be good for him, but it's Wizards or nothing for me in this game. Full game, I'm only leaning towards the Wizards. And if I had a play in this game, guys, if I'm making a play in this game, it's Wizards in the first half. That's the best position for them, in my opinion. Home team has won and covered the last 4. The home team has won the last 4 meetings. Home team is also 8-2 straight up the last 10 meetings, my guys. Wizards are 0-4-1 against the spread last 5 games following the ATS win. They're 1-4 against the spread last 5 Monday games. You got the Hornets, they're 0-3-1 against the spread last 4 games as well, and 0-4 against the spread last 4 playing on 4 days rest. Wizards 0-4 against the spread last 4 in meetings, 1-6 against the spread last 7 meetings. So the Hornets have somewhat owned them. The Wizards still without Bradley Beal in this one. Like I said, we talked it out. Wizards first half. If I'm looking at a play in that one, if I had a top play in that game, it's Wizards in the first half, my guys. On the way I'm looking. It's surprising. Is that total really at 214.5? That's a low total for Hornets games, guys. I don't know. Maybe they think Dennis Smith Jr. is going to be out or something. What are you guys thinking in the chat? My guy Miles Myers said Hornets Wizards under. Yeah, it's went under from 221 to 214.5. Bill being out doesn't scare me here. The Hornets are going to push the pace, guys. They're going to push the pace here, in my opinion. I think that total is too low, if you ask me. That's all the Hornets want to do is run and gun. And that's why I'm not taking the Wizards full game, because they could get ran off court, but I still lean that way. Lean Wizards first half. If I had a top play in this game, it would be Wizards first half money line. Lean Wizards full game plus the 2.5. And I lean the over there. I kind of go against the market with that one. That's too low of a total in the Hornets game, in my opinion. So those would be the leans in that game. If I had one play, Wizards first half in that one. Let's go over here to the streets of Orlando real quick, man. We got the Magic laying 5 points, guys, versus the Rockets here. A 2-8 Magic team laying 5 points versus the 1-9 Rockets. Rockets are 5-5 against the spread, though. They've lost 6 straight games, right? And in theory, me personally, I don't really like to buy the Rockets on the road, in my opinion. And the Magic, this is their third straight home game of what, like a 6-game homestand. So the Magic could get hot here at the house. They've covered both games, depending on what line you got in that last game. This is a tough game for me, man. The Magic, they've been playing a lot better basketball, but the Rockets have the better offense in this game. So that's what Magic been doing it with. They've been doing it with rebounding, and they've been doing it with defense. Bobo's been balling out. Bankero, they even got Suggs back. They got Terrence Ross back as well. But this team does it with defense. They does it with rebounds. If the Rockets get to running and gunning, they might be able to beat the Magic with their offense here. They're a lot quicker team, I must say, with Jalen Green, with Kevin Porter Jr. as well. Got a lot of young guys coming off the bench. I'm not playing this game, but I can tell you what I'm not doing. I'm not laying 5 with the Magic here. So it's Rockets. Then I got it switched. I got Rockets plus 4.5, and then I got Magic -5. Sorry guys, but if I'm betting this game, it's Magic or nothing for. I mean, it's Rockets or nothing for me. What's up, Chris, my guy? What you liking on the card, Chris? You could have came on the show with me, man. Yeah, Magic got height advantage, a huge height advantage for sure. Let me see. Magic are 3-1 against the spread in the first half at home. That's a good point. That's a good point. Yeah, me personally, I lean the Rockets in this game. Something I do like them more at the house. I'm not betting this game, but we're just talking it out. Rockets are 0-7 on the road, but they are 5-5 against the spread. So I could see them keeping it close, but possibly losing this game. What do the Magic do? They'll play 3 really good quarters, and then that fourth quarter, I don't know if it's tanking or what, but they don't really know how to close games. So I'm not laying points with the Magic guys against anybody. So lean Rockets plus the 5. You can do what you want. You see what I'm saying? Let's go over here to the streets of Detroit here. The line has flipped. Pistons open up as the favorite, -2.5. It's since flipped for the Thunder. Favored by 2 now. I'll be honest with you. I think that's strictly recency bias. People are really seeing the Thunder play well here. They have won 4 straight games versus some top tier teams as well. Won 4 straight, covered 4 straight, but they've dropped their past 2. Seem to be kind of maybe going back down to earth, in my opinion. So this game is going to be all about, can the Pistons play defense? They've lost 3 straight games as well, but they just came off a game where they got smacked up by 24 points versus the Cavs without their stars, right? They did have a couple days off, so they have the rest advantage. I'm kind of thinking that I'm probably not betting this game, but it's Pistons or no, it's not Pistons or nothing. I can understand OKC here, but I might go with this is one where I think that the odds, I trust the odds makers opening line here. They open up Pistons as a favorite here, and I agree with it. Thunder play a lot better at the house. I can just see them getting it done. Big game. They got the Bucks coming up on deck at the house in a couple of days. This is a winnable game for the Pistons here, guys. I know they've been playing lackluster. They've only won one game, 2 games this season. Only one game in their past 9 games. So they're 1-8 straight up over the past 9. They have covered 3 out of the past 6, though. The Pistons, they do play better at the house. I wouldn't be surprised if everyone hops on the Thunder here and the Pistons get the outright win, in my opinion, guys. That's the way I'm looking at it. I might bet the Pistons here personally, man. I think this team is a little bit better than what they're showing. Bogdanovich can get hot from 3. Killian Hayes has been playing terrible. They got to bench him or send him down to the D League or G League or something. But this Pistons squad can match up with this. These are basically like the same type of teams, man, if you ask me. They can match up well with the Thunder. No real center on both sides, so it should be a lot of easy buckets in the paint. Cade Cunningham, Jaden Ivey, they can get to the paint here, guys. Sadiq Bey hitting the 3s. Bogdanovich, if he get hot from 3, off the bench, they don't really have a ton. But Jalen Duren, Diallo is not too bad. Isaiah Livers, you got to stop playing Hayes out there. I'm sorry, man. I said all that to say this is a winnable game for my guy Jerry in the chat liking OKC. Yeah, in my opinion, yeah, it's Pistons or nothing for me in this one, my guys. Heavy lean to the Pistons there, plus the 2 at the house, even money line. I think the Pistons get the outright win in that one, going against everybody. Let's go over here to the streets of Indiana here. I can tell you why this line is short right now, guys. We want to take the Pelicans. Pelicans are a much better team. It's not necessarily a good rest advantage for them. If you like the Pelicans, maybe first quarter or first half. Over the course of the full game, the Pacers with their run and gun type of style, I worry about laying the points with the Pelicans here. Let's go and look at it, right? 3 games. They had 3 games in 5 days, all on the West Coast. Phoenix, Clippers, then LA. 3 tough games. Then they go home versus Golden State. They only have 1 day off after playing a super late game. Go home, play Golden State. See what I'm saying? They win that one by 9, but it was tough. Then you had a back-to-back. You go play in Atlanta, then overtime. So 2 out of your last 3 games have been played in overtime. So this is their 4th game in 6 days for the Pelicans, guys. This is how we gotta have to look at this. The Pacers are the much more rested team. They played on November 4th, so they've had 2 days off, and then before that they had 3 days off. So this team has only played 1 game since October 31st, my guys. 1 game in 7 days. They have the huge rest advantage. I'm not saying I'm taking them. The Pacers have covered 4 straight. Pelicans can smash them if they want, but I hope you understand why I'm not taking it, guys. They're at the major rest disadvantage, and they're laying points on the road. It's not necessarily the recipe for success, guys. I'd lean Pelicans maybe first quarter, first half to try to get a big enough lead. If it makes sense. If they get a lead early enough, it won't matter that they're at the rest disadvantage because they'll be up by so much. So if you like the Pelicans, take them early, full game. They basically need to be blowing them out for them to cover the spread. I wouldn't be surprised if Pacers made a run in that 4th quarter. Pelicans could really run out of gas in that one, my guys. Just hoping it makes sense, my guys. So I understand Pelicans looks nice, but if you look at the schedule dynamic, how many games they've played, it's not necessarily the best of spots. Let's get over here to the streets of Philly here, man. Let's go to Philly here, man. We got the 76ers getting 2.5 points versus the Suns, and I'm telling you right now, my guys, this is a horrible spot for the Suns, man. The sun is not out, and it's crazy because, like, when the sun's out, and I like the Suns, they cash. When I don't like the Suns and the sun not out, they lose, man. I'll tell you this. I took Philly first half. The Suns just listen to me real quick. Suns, 6 straight games at the house. Now, what are they doing? They flying cross country to the Sixers here, man. I don't like the spot here. I hate the spot for the Suns here. You got the Philly. This is their 3rd straight home game, right? The 76ers are winning this game, man. They've been owned by the Suns, guys. They've absolutely been owned by the Suns. This is probably when Cam Johnson injury shows up. They've lost 6 straight games versus the Suns. They've lost 6 straight to the Suns, man. Got absolutely owned. In this particular spot, I'm going with the Sixers here. You know what? I took them first half. I'm probably going to put some on them full game as well. This is a Sixers spot. Embiid should be back in here today, man. So they got one of their best players. Obviously, Harden is still out, but you still have Maxey and the rest of the guys, man. You still have a bench that can line up with the Suns bench as well. And then just another thing, basketball-wise, when the team has played 6 straight games at the house, that first game on the road, there's somewhat of a fade, especially early on, especially when you're traveling from Phoenix all the way to Philadelphia. Sixers coming off 2 straight losses here. They had the lead versus the Knicks and pitched it away. Obviously, they were without Harden and Embiid. They at least should get back Embiid today. Give me the home dog here, going against everybody. Give me the Sixers. I took them first half money line. I put a half unit on it. I'm put a half unit on Sixers full game plus the 2.5. On that full game, I'm gonna go ahead and take the points, but I still think they win it. First half, I put some on the money line at plus 110, my guys. I like the Sixers here early. I like them often. This is a letdown spot for the Suns as well. They just got Aiden back, but they lost Cam Johnson. Cam Payne is banged up. They're thin on the bench. I think the Sixers here bust out here, my guys. I think they have the defense to do it as well. Now, I don't know. No, Aiden not. I don't think Aiden's out. I don't think Aiden's out, but I think Embiid is in, guys. So if you do like this, you probably want to take it before the news. Give me Sixers first, half unit on Sixers first half money line, half unit on Sixers full game plus the 2.5. They're going to break the streak versus the Suns tonight. The public is heavy on the Suns here as well. This line is short. It looks easy. The Sixers getting the win in this one, my guys. I like it. We're going Philly. Let's go get some Philly cheesesteaks. That's strictly on a dynamic of of Suns going cross country. All right, let's go. 2 official plays, man. Let's go. Sixers. We're rocking with them Sixers. All right, next game up. Let's go over here to the streets of Atlanta real quick, man. We got the Hawks getting 3 points. You got the Bucks, man, 9-0. They're only undefeated team. You wonder when it's going to come, when they're going to lose a game. They've covered 8 of those games. They're 8-1 against the spread, man. Oh, boy. How do we bet against the Bucks team right now? Now, obviously, they did catch the Hawks in a terrible spot, right? They just beat the Hawks at the house. This is a tough game, man. The home team has won and covered the last 4 games. The home team is 6-1 straight up and against the spread last 7 meetings as well. So for whatever reason, the home team has smashed it here, man. The Hawks, the starting five, I believe they do have enough to stick with the Bucks. It's the bench that I'm not sold on here, man. And I just feel like if Young and Murray not playing their top tier game, they don't really have that third guy that's really going to take over the game. It's Murray and Young. That's who's making the Hawks go right now until they get Bogdanovich back. So Hunter, they got John Collins as well that he can do something. They match up well with the Bucks. I'd like to take the Hawks here, guys. I want to take the Hawks with revenge. Bucks traveling all over the place. Hawks do have the rest advantage as well. They've only played, they had 2 days off before their most previous game. So in theory, third game in 4 nights for the Bucks here. They are traveling on the road. I'm not in a hurry to bet against the Bucks right now. I'll lean Hawks, but I'm not in a hurry to bet against the Bucks. They seem like they're just trying to go undefeated for as long as they can. Then once their first loss, that's when they'll kind of sort of exhale, like, all right, guys, now we you know what I'm saying. But right now, while they're undefeated, it seems like they're just trying to go as far as they can. They win as many possible games. Giannis is absolutely unstoppable right now. They do have Collins and Hunter and maybe Capella that could try to slow him down, but just worried about their bench, man. It's a tough game for me. Lean Hawks. I lean the Hawks at the house, going against everybody, but probably not betting it, guys. Probably not betting it. Bucks are just too nice right now, offensively and defensively balanced. I'm sorry, but this is one where once they lose a game, that's when we'll find spots to fade the Bucks. I hope it makes sense, guys. I don't want to do it right now, but this could be a spot. It's only their third game on the road so they played 7 home games so far, only 2 on the road. This is their third home game. It's going to be a tough crowd over there. Lean Hawks. I won't be surprised if they get it done, but I'm definitely not going official with it. Let's go over here to the streets of Miami here. This line that went up to 8 or what? Let me see just real quick. Yeah, this line that went up to 8, man. I did see that Dame was questionable here. There might be some news here. I need somebody to help me out in this one, guys. I need y'all to help me out because I can't look at everything. I'm trying to do the show, but my guy likes Hawks money line. I can't talk to y'all. This is a tough game, man. I want Blazers here. I want Blazers here plus the points. I'm telling you that. I'm not laying the points with the Heat here, guys. I can tell you that for sure. I want Blazers. It's going up to 8. Dame is questionable, could possibly come back. We need to see what's up with Simons here. Blazers are kind of going cross country here, but I don't care, man. I'm not laying the points with the Heat here. I think the Blazers, man, have y'all seen these guys play? They're playing like a new team this year, man. I like what Billups is doing over there. They're playing defense. They're running and gunning. He has young guys playing well. They're shooting the ball well. I like this Blazers team, man. I like they say Simmons is doubtful. What's going on? He's questionable. Yeah, I need Simons. I need Simons or Dame in there, guys. So if you're watching this, I'm not official on it right now. If they get Simons or Dame, if both, Blazers, you got to be quick. You got to have the notifications on. But Blazers, if either one of those play, man, I'm not sold on this Heat team right now. Their offense is not in a groove. Maybe middle of the season, Heat get something going, but right now they're not in the groove, guys. I hope it makes sense. Jimmy Butler in and out of lineup. They got way too many moving parts for me to be laying points with them. Blazers, only way I could look in this one. You can get 8 right now. I want to wait on one of the main offensive guards, but it's Blazers or nothing for me here, guys. I'm here to tell you that. It's the only way I'm looking. Let's go over here to the streets of Bulls. Let's go over here to the streets of Chicago real quick, man. I just threw this shirt on. You see what I'm saying? I got the pants to match on too, man. It's the first time you wearing this shirt. What we doing here? We're going with the revenge spot. These teams have playoff. These type of teams have playoff feels to it when their teams play back to back. Especially when one team lost, the Bulls. I'm watching the game yesterday, guys. When 2 teams play back to back, you have to watch the first game. Obviously, they didn't have LaVine yesterday. They missed him because it was basically DeRozan and DeSumno basically trying to initiate the offense. Nobody else was doing it. With LaVine in there, you get LaVine and DeRozan and then DeSumno initiating the offense. So LaVine coming back will be huge here, guys. I took Bulls in the first half -2. I can't talk you off full game. I want to take full game as well. I think I probably should. I already did it with the Sixers. I probably should go official with Bulls first half and full game, guys. This is a bounce back spot. The Raptors, they will miss Siakam at some point. They were getting a lot of foul calls yesterday as well. DeRozan, he wasn't getting his calls. The Raptors were getting all their little BS calls, man. So I feel like this will be more of a Bulls type of game. I think DeRozan is going to be pissed off. Usually that's what happens. When he doesn't get his calls, he come back in the next game pissed off. He still played a really good game. He gets some help, much needed help with LaVine here. I like the Bulls here in the first half to get some revenge. And I want to take them full game as well, man. What do you guys like in the chat? It's a bull. I got the Bulls gear on. So I'm saying I already took them first half. I can tell you that for sure. Yeah, DeRozan was pissed, bro. They wasn't getting no damn calls. They wasn't getting shit, man. I was watching it, bro. I might end up on Bulls for full game as well, man. Minus the 3.5. I think that's the spot here. It's a lot of games today. What they say, Simon's doubtful. It's a lot of games say we don't get some cash, man. We don't get some cash, but let me get through it, man, because it's a boatload of games. I'm not trying to waste your time. I want to take Bulls there, full game as well. I want to take Bulls. I think they have the roster. I think they match up well with the Raptors here. I think that the bench is a tad bit better as well. I like the Bulls here to get some revenge. I took them first half for sure, minus the 2. Heavy lean full game, minus 3.5, guys. We might add that one on. Let's get over here to the streets of Memphis here, man, where we got the Grizzlies getting 3.5 points versus the Boston Celtics. Steven Adams may not play in this game. I know he had like a little injured ankle. This Grizzlies team is 4-0 at the house so far this year. It may come to an end today, guys. It may come to an end. I lean to the Celtics in this one. They've won and covered the last 5 out of the last 6 versus the Grizzlies. So maybe they just match up really well with this team. I really think it is something. Now, if Adams is out, that's obviously a little bit better without not really having a big out there. Al Horford, Robert Williams. Robert Williams still hurt, but he's close to coming back. But Al Horford, not necessarily sure he can bang with Steven Adams, but he may not play today. He did leave the game yesterday. He rolled his ankle kind of bad. Celtics won 3 out of the last 4. Starting to get back into a groove again. No real look ahead. They got Detroit on deck. They can come in here and mow this Grizzlies team down. I'm sure they're going to look at this Ja Morant. You know what I'm saying? They're going to take this game serious. Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum, he's around somewhere Memphis as well. He was from somewhere around Memphis, St. Louis. I like the Celtics in this one, guys. I'll be honest with you. It's not a spot where I like the Grizzlies. This is a Celtics spot. I think that, like I said, Adams maybe not being 100% in this game could show something. I don't think he's on the injury report yet, but I know he left yesterday's game. And the Celtics have the rest advantage as well. Grizzlies just played yesterday. They were up big. Then they had to that game was close. It had got down to a 1-point game, 88-87. So they had to basically win 2 games. When you get up big like that and you kind of give up and then you have to go and try hard again, it takes even more energy out of you. I like the Celtics here, minus 3.5, man. I hadn't bet it yet. I might bet the Celtics here, guys. Like I say, I'm here just talking out the plays. Usually I have one top play. You see what I'm saying? But he said, I'm about to go all in on the Bulls. No, never all in, my guy. We never going all in. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, Chris, Celtics start early. Yeah. I think the Celtics team total over is going to get there as well. This team likes to run and gun. This is probably going to be an over type of game. Both teams love to run and gun. As long as there's nobody out major for the Celtics, this is a Celtics type spot. They got Marcus Smart that can kind of be on Ja Morant. I know Dylan Brooks is going to want to be on Jaylen Brown or Jason Tatum, but who's going to be on the other? Celtics have a lot more depth in this one. I like the Celtics here, guys. I'm sorry, I do. I like the Celtics in this one, man. I like them minus 3.5, man. I'm gonna bet the Celtics minus 3. I don't care. It's double revenge spot for the Grizzlies, but this Grizzlies team is due to take a step back. I haven't bet the Celtics yet, but that's gonna be. We're gonna leave it a heavy lean right now. Let's go over here to the streets of Minnesota. I won't waste your time with this one. I'm not betting the Wolves right now. They got a lot of shit going on. Ant standing around on offense and stuff. I don't like what I'm seeing. If Gobert is out once again, which I think he is, that is good for them. To be honest with you, like Gobert out, it seems like it's not good. That's good for their offense right now. Now Anthony Edwards and Karl-Anthony Towns kind of get back to playing how they were last year. So with that being said, wouldn't be surprised if the Wolves did get it done. I'm just not interested in backing this team right now, guys. They hadn't put things together. The Knicks, you never know what you're gonna get from them. They only covered one of their last 6 games. The Knicks, man, I don't know what to do with this team. They got a game versus the Nets coming up on deck. I don't know, man. You don't know what you don't know, and this is a toss-up type of game, in my opinion. Wouldn't be surprised if the Wolves did get it done without Gobert, though, but they got way too much shit going on for me. Let's go over here to the streets of San Antonio here, man, where we got the Spurs getting 7.5 points, 8 points, really. And this is somewhat of an uninspiring game, and you know why I say that? Because the Nuggets don't really play well in uninspiring games, in my opinion. They don't play a ton of defense. They're trying to beat you with offense. they have kind of sort of gotten into a groove. They've won and covered 4 out of the last 5 games, guys. You guys, what are you guys thinking, man? Anybody likes, he said, hard to figure out. Now, they definitely facts, man. They're definitely hard to figure out. T-Wolves trifecta spot last game, Jay smacked up the Rockets. Yeah, that was a good point. Yeah, as for this one, man, I want to lean the Spurs here, man. Nuggets have somewhat caught a win. You do get that quick revenge spot as well with the line going towards the Spurs. I feel like if the Nuggets was going to smack them up again, this line would have probably opened up at 9, but it didn't. It opened up at 7, and that shows you that maybe the Spurs have a lot better chance at covering this game. Obviously, in the last game, it was a back-to-back as well where they went in altitude, got blown out by 25 points. Spurs have lost 3 straight games to 3 good teams, the Raptors, the Clippers, and the Nuggets. Basically got 100 in all 3 of those. I could what's this total sitting at? Because matter of fact, before I would just take that, I would just take the Spurs team total over. Oh shit, what happened? Milwaukee just went up to 4. What's happening, guys? Did anything just happen? The Bucks just went up to 4 basically across the board. I'm staring at the Wager Talk odds screen, but we finna get out of here. 637 people watching live. Y'all hit the like button if you can, my guys. Yeah, I would like to lean towards the Spurs team total over. That's probably the look. So 92% of money is on the over. If this game's gonna go over, it's not gonna be all Nuggets. The Spurs gonna have to help them out. So I lean Spurs here plus the points, like especially that plus 8. I'm not laying 8 points with the Nuggets on the road in a back-to-back game versus the same opponent where they probably won't care. Spurs plus the 8 should be the side, in my opinion. It's the only way I'm looking at that one. It's the only way I'm looking at that one. Let's go over here to the streets of Dallas real quick, man. We got the Mavs laying 6.5 points versus the Nets. You got a revenge spot here, guys. I don't know if you see it, but the Nets are playing right now. The Nets, they actually want to play basketball right now, man. Obviously, Kyrie was a huge distraction to them, but now they kind of just rallied around themselves. KD was basically saying it like, we just rallied around each other, man. Obviously, we dealing with our adversity. This is the 3rd straight road game, but they played well. They needed to get away from Brooklyn. Guys, remember, they don't play well at the house. They play a lot better on the road here. The Mavs as well, man. They've won 3 straight games, but hadn't covered any of them, man. They're 0-4 against the spread last 4 games. It's just what they do, man. Mavs just kind of seem like they just kind of filling things out early season. Luka has the ball in his hand a ton. The Nets might get back Ben Simmons tonight, man. I think the Nets are worth the sprinkle here. The Nets, plus, I love my Mavs, but this Nets team is showing me something different right now. They're playing together. They have a ton of guys now. Obviously, the Mavs have the advantage with the bigs, with Powell, with JaVale McGee, with Christian Wood. But I think the Nets here, I think the Nets should be the right side here. Wouldn't be surprised them to win the game, but I could see a close game going down to the wire here. If I'm betting this game, it's definitely Nets or nothing for me, plus the 6.5. It's a ton of games. I won't have bets on every game, guys. I'm sorry, but this is a spot where I just sense the Nets really starting to catch a groove, whether it's without Kyrie or not. Now, Simmons could come back. Hopefully, they didn't mess things up, but if I'm betting this game, it's Nets plus the 6.5. That's the only way that I'm looking at this one. I love my Mavs team, but I don't trust them laying points right now. They're not really hitting with their killer instinct right now to just be blowing teams out. The Nets, they're due to come up after having a so lackluster start, guys. If they hope that makes sense. Starting out really bad, but you're still a good team. They're going to cluster some wins. I wouldn't be surprised if the Nets kept that shit going today and covered versus the Mavs. It's also a revenge game as well. They just kept it close. I know that they had Kyrie, but they just kept it close versus the Mavs, right? The game basically went down to the wire, went to overtime, 129 to 125. And the Nets were on a back-to-back there as well. See what I'm saying? So they had the rest disadvantage and still took them, still gave them everything they could. Now, Kyrie did have 39 points in that game. He did have 39. So he was one of the most unstoppable players, but the KD also had 37. You see what I'm saying? And so the fact that Kyrie's not out there, now remember, they have other players too. Now you get Cam Thompson with more minutes. He can go out for 20 points. You know what I'm saying? Heavy lean to the Nets plus the 6.5 there. Let's go over here to the streets of Golden State. I don't really like this spot. Personally, today, what I want to do, I want to fade these teams that's going cross country. And one of those teams are the Kings here. I'm not laying the points with the Warriors. This game is actually Kings or nothing for me. Warriors have some things to figure out. I don't like that the fact that the Kings were on They were on the East Coast over there for 3 straight games. Now they fly all the way back home, have to get back acclimated to the West Coast. So there's things that people don't really look at, but there's some I look at would still lean that way. But I hope you understand that's why it's not a bet here. The Warriors basically was up by 30 points in their first game versus the Kings. The Kings came all the way back, storming back, only lost that one by 5. So maybe they can do it again. But coming off an overtime game, I mean, in theory, it's not a bet on spot for Warriors either. They're coming off five straight five road game trip or whatever. Lost every single game though, so it's usually better when you get that road team, the team that come in at least once of those games. You lost every one, they're itching to win again. But I'm not laying 8 points with the Warriors right now, my guys. They're not in a groove. I hope it makes sense, man. And let's go over here to the streets of Utah here, my guys. You asked me where's Shark? I don't know, man. Hit him up, my guys. I'm here though. I'm here every single day, man. For you guys, let's go over here to the streets of Utah real quick. A few more games, man. This is an ugly game right here. Now, I got to give Jazz the credit, guys. I disrespected them time and time again. I thought this team was going to be trash. With 6-7 new players over there, this team is absolute balling out, my guys. They are. I'm not laying the points with them tonight, though. This is a spot where I could actually, even though I respect the Jazz, I respect their play. I'm watching them last night versus the Clippers. Team got some ballers, man. Sexton, marketing. I like what they're doing. Marketing, Conley, all that good stuff. Conley probably won't play tonight, though, and they will be huge. He's not out for sure, but he's not playing on back-to-backs. And you get a third game in 4 nights as well, coming off 2 straight road games. Third game in 4 nights and fourth game in 6 nights. So let me see, 2, 4, 6. So both teams are playing in third game in 4 nights and fourth and 6. But the Jazz had to travel. They had to travel to Dallas, then to LA, the Lakers, and then Clippers. So only 2 travels, obviously. Mavericks and then LA. But still 3 straight road games. Now you come home. Whereas the Lakers, they had 4 straight home games, so they didn't really have to travel. Now they go on the road. They had a much earlier game yesterday as well, so maybe a few hours of rest advantage for the Lakers here. Obviously, they were saying if LeBron and AD is going to play back-to-back, you probably want to wait on it. If I'm looking at this game, it would be Lakers first half. The Jazz could probably run them out in the second half, but Lakers first half money line, that's what I would be looking at in this one. They're going to give it their all here in this first half. Obviously, it's a revenge spot as well. They just lost to the Jazz a few games ago, 130-116. I think the Lakers, if they have anything, is going to be in the first half in this game, my guys. It's the only way I could look at it. They played a lot earlier game. Jazz played super late night game versus the Clippers, like super late night game. So they not many hours of recovery, in my opinion, for the Jazz. I could really see a letdown today, to be honest with you. I could see a letdown. I could see a letdown spot from the Jazz. Colin Sexton talked about it, how it was a big game. He was thinking about the game all day. He couldn't wait to play it. He was super hyped up for it. I'm watching the interview, and I'm saying to myself, he may not have as good of a game the next game. Since this one means so much, I hope that makes sense, guys. When one game means so much, the next game is a letdown spot. That's in any sport right there. I'd lean Lakers first half. I'd lean Lakers full game as well, my guys. Let's go over here to the last game up of a ton of them. We got the Cavs, land 4 versus the Clippers. If you like the Cavs, you should have got on this one at -1. It's pretty much that simple. It's up to 4. This Cavs team is absolutely rolling right now. They were down in the first half versus the Lakers yesterday. Come all the way back in the second half of that one. You wonder, the Clippers do have the defenders to keep up with these guys. They can literally switch everything. So it's not saying I don't like the Cavs here. I'm not betting against them. This team is absolutely smoking hot. This Cavs team is one of the best teams in the league, guys. I really think they figured out something. The Clippers, they don't really have enough offense maybe to stick with the Cavs. Look at the under in this game, guys. This game should go under, simply put. This game should go under. Wouldn't be surprised if the Clippers could keep up with them, just because I do know that they can guard Garland and Garland and Mitchell, but the rest of the team, what are you going to do down low? Because if Zubac was getting owned last night versus Olynyk and marketing, then Mobley and Allen really going to own your ass. So I don't have a look in this game. I would lean under. This should be a really good defensive game. Clippers are perfect for unders right now. They play really good defense. They play really slow, and the offense is not clicking whatsoever right now. And Reggie Jackson may even be out. He says he wants to play, never want to miss a game. I respect it, but he did turn his ankle kind of bad last night. Cavs playing some top tier defense right now. They are playing these super late night games, though. I do think that they could catch up to them, guys. This is an East Coast team playing on the West Coast. Something people never look at. They're a great team. I'm not betting against them right now, but I wouldn't be surprised if they did drop one of these games on the West Coast, my guys, when they're out of their element. Any questions, man, before I get up out of here? And we're going to talk about some shirts. You see what I'm saying? Let's talk about some shirts, man. Let's go up to Smack City. I like it. Clippers 1-8 to the under this season. Exactly. Yeah, John Wall out. Exactly. That's even more. Even more guards that's out. Under is 9-1 in Clippers games. They're the perfect under team, bro. They're the perfect under team. Offense is trash. Defense is top tier. It's a perfect under. Yeah, under should smack. Everybody in the chat saying this game should go under, man. I could not talk you off in that one. 80 college games. Good God, man. Yeah, let's talk about some shirts, man. I got another show. Like I say, Shark was supposed to come on the show. I'm not sure where he's at. It's all good. I'll probably start doing more solo shows, man. It's all good, man. But yeah, let's get to some official plays, my guys. Let's get to some official plays. First, I want to talk about some shirts, my guys. Let's talk about some shirts, man. $10 off. Use promo code WIN10 over there at the site, jmoneyismoney.com, my guys. We got the Jay and Shark shirts. Those are only $15, and you get a free pair of J Money approved shades as well. So one person got the shades off the site. Don't just get the shades, get a shirt. You get a free pair of shades as well. Also, Smack City, Us Against the Bookies, and Let's Get Some Cash shirts. I am moving this week, guys. If y'all can't help me out, I'm trying to get get rid of a couple boxes of shirts, man. Let's cash today, and y'all get some shirts, man, if you can. But now let's get to some official plays here, my guys. I'll tell you what I bet. You see what I'm saying? I'm on the Sixers first half. Let me get the official lines for my guys here, man. Let me show you guys what I bet. All right, so I bet Sixers first half plus 110, my guys. Throw a half unit on it. Sixers full game plus the 2.5 as well, man. I didn't take that one yet. Let me take that one right now. You see what I'm saying? Before that one move, Jack. But yeah, I like the Sixers in this one today, man. Embiid should come back, coming off 2 straight losses. They've lost 6 straight to the Suns. Suns flying cross country as well. 3rd game in 4 nights. Sixers with the rest advantage, all that good stuff. Got the bench, they got the defenders, all that good shit, man. Half unit on Sixers first half money line. Sixers full game plus the 2.5. Also, let me see what else I put. Yeah, Bulls first half, my guys. Bulls first half minus the 2. In that one, let me see. Honorable mentions, man. Let's go with some honorable mentions. I want to take Bulls full game as well, man. Honorable mentions are going to be I'll add them on Action Network if I end up betting something else. Honorable mentions: Wizards first half money line, Pistons full game money line. I lean those both. We on Sixers first half full game. I'm on Bulls first half minus the 2. Heavy lean to Bulls first full game minus the 3.5, my guys. Celtics minus 3.5. Heavy lean. That's an honorable mention right there. Nets plus the 6.5. Heavy lean to that one, my guys. Spurs plus the 8. Heavy lean to that one, my guys. Lean Lakers first half money line and leaning the Cavs Clippers under, my guys. 3 official plays. We're going Bulls first half minus 2. We're going Sixers first half money line plus 110. We're going Sixers full game plus the 2.5. The Bulls full game, that should be a play as well, man. So just real quick to recap: Sixers first half money line plus 110, Sixers full game plus 2.5, Bulls first half minus 2. Heavy leans. These shits all probably gonna cash as well. Wizards first half money line, Rockets plus the 5, Pistons full game money line, Blazers plus the 8. Bulls full game minus the 4. Celtics minus 3.5. Celtic team total over as well. Spurs full game plus the 8. Nets full game plus the 6.5. Lakers first half money line. Cavs Clippers under, my guys. That's what I'm liking. Broke down the whole card by myself, man. Solo show, just the way we like it, man. Let's get this cash, man. I appreciate everybody for tuning in all honesty. I appreciate your time. 665 people watching live. It's Us Against the Bookies, my guys. You're not competing up against me. You're competing against whoever you're betting your money with, trying to go back the next day and pick up that cash, my guys. It's free picks every single day, 6-7 days out of the week. Hit the like button, subscribe, man. Go get a shirt, $10 off shirts, man. You don't buy Nike, Jordan. Get a J Money shirt, man. We got them over there at the site, $15, jmoneyismoney.com, or just shoot me a DM, my guys. Let's get this cash. We will win, my guys. Now, let's fucking go. Let's get this money.